Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not pressed with making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. For real. Plain Jane on my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real.
Good morning all. Yes sir, happy Monday to all. Hope we are all well. Hope you all had a good weekend. Someone already saying today no volume. We did have a bit of volume in Asian here, pumped up nice, dumped, definitely have had some volume in Asian here. So we will see what the charts bring us. We have Zoom chat already here, buy above. I think you just joined. Scroll up and see what I was saying. This is a counter trend option. We are bearish bias today, so if you're going to take a buy right now, you have to run stop loss below the whole range here for it to make sense. This could easily pull back in the range, and you're basically trusting this zone. Only issue I have is my target was already tapped here, but we'll talk into this. Let me make sure I'm all systems go for a session trade. A little bit early, it's Monday, we don't know if volume is going to come in right now. That's why I'm telling you, if you're going to go with this, you pretty much want to run big stops, because you could chop and get stopped, but it still ends up playing when the volume comes in, except for if we wait for a proper setup that follows the rules, which would be break of second structure for counter trend. I would be much happier doing that. Otherwise we're good, and we can have a look at what's going on here on the chart. So very interesting move on Friday, late move here that we got above this area here, which was pretty nice. Many of us in the exclusive managed to capitalize on this. Left a runner for me to try hold into this, and we were speaking on the webinar how that 700 level right there is the target for that buys there. Unfortunately, I managed to close off some at 472, just around somewhere here as it came back. Woke up to piss, but then the rest stopped me at break even when I got up, but that's okay. Can look to add back. It was pretty much back to where we started, so could be good opportunity. And also a lot has changed because we've tapped target. Daily is bearish, 4 hours bearish. We are in bearish bias. So my sound is low. Is it? Is my sound low on YouTube? That's weird. That shouldn't be the case. Testing. No, it should be good. Should be good. Fine on Zoom. Yeah, you guys just need to turn up your volume. Come on. Turn up your volume. Sound normal on Zoom. Yeah, it's showing also stream sound. It looks good here. I can see all systems are go in terms of stream volume. Nah, sound is fine. Come on, man. Trolling me on the... It's only Monday, guys. Alright, so let's get ahead and look at the analysis here. Remove drawing, start off on the daily time frame. So daily time frame, maybe music's just a little bit loud, that's why. Just got the lappy on full volume. I'll adjust this maybe like this. This should maybe help you guys a little bit, and we should be okay. It's BS, your sound is fine. Volume's great. Yeah, okay, we have 50-50, so some people need to... I have the sound max and I can barely hear you. Yeah, now I know someone's playing games. Rick the Playboy, of course. Come on, look at his name. Rick the Playboy. You know? You know, we have to know. Anyways, daily candle closing bearish here. We have tapped into daily support. Potential for wick fill, or we could just mess around in these zones here. Luckily, we do have some nice tradable ranges here. And, you know, moving down on the 4-hour time frame, pretty much daily closing bearish here. You know, already starting to fill this wick. If we create supports from here on 4-hour daily, especially if daily flips and closes bullish, this could be pretty juicy for upside continuing for the rest of this week. Moving on 4-hour here has the chance to put in, you know, a lot of people are going to be looking to sell back into these lows, which does make sense, especially if we pop up here and start finding resistance on lower time frame. We could see price roll over and start to break down and eventually move its way towards this wick down here and eventually into our lower ranges. But you know, we have tapped here, we have put in a lower high, and price, if you look at, you know, we're trending in lower high fashion, so we can't disregard market structure too much here. But at the same time, we have tested back into these zones and are immediately showing rejection. 1 hour is trying to create a support. So at the same time, we do have this contradicting where we've tapped target, we're pulling back, and we've now at the low range bouncing up. So there's two options we have today. We can either trade a bounce play, which would be a counter trend option, where we are basically looking for break of second structure, right? This is why it's too early right now. You're stuck in this pullback. If we have structure formed again, we can look to trade above that structure to tap into these zones here. But this is max target. You're looking at major rejection potentially from 250-ish, you know, 250 where all of these wicks are. Reason being is that we have identified we are in a bit of a downtrend here. We have identified that we are slightly bearish here. Based on how, you know, daily closing bearish, session bias is bearish, as well as us creating resistance. So if we do pop up here in a quick manner, we could actually, if resistance starts to form, we could look for sells back down, right? At the same time, we have selling options below this range down here. Selling inside of this range, it's a little bit tough. It's a little bit of a messy range. You can see it's a little bit low volume. I would just be a little careful here, looking for sells inside this range. How big is it though? We will only rip it below, you know, 14 pips to this low. To the 30-minute is 9 pips. Well, you'd close below, so you have around 7 pips here. I mean, it could make sense here. It could make sense. Just as long as we remain above this 1 hour high, I do have a slight problem because this is the exact range highs. If we remove drawings and you have a look at where we are, look where we're sitting here. I can show you this on Zoom as well. We can draw a nice little box here and you guys can see exactly where we're sitting, right? You see that? So since we're sitting in that area, it's, you know, it's very, very interesting here to be sitting at this area. And I rather sell below it, right? Once something closes back below, I feel we get easier sells than trying to sell to it. But if we pop up first, we could sell back to it. Also makes sense. So interesting spot here. Definitely, you know, it's a little bit, can be a confusing session this, because you could argue buys very easily and you can argue sells very easily as well. It's kind of 50-50 in terms of, you know, you just have to pick a direction and go. Which is a little bit tough because you could be wrong in that instance, because 4 hours telling you price created a resistance, we pushed down, but we kind of pushed down already. The lower time frame you go is telling you, hey, we're creating support at the exact zone that you would look for support to be created. Upside could make sense. So that's why, based on my rules, I'm basically going to look for a simpler trade, which is break of second structure. I would like to see this push down, fake out, close back above, and I can take that. I would look for sells from up here if we start seeing resistance, no problem. And basically easier sells is going to be below the 30-minute resistance here. Also the previous 4 hour, we have a really nice range here of around 17 pips here. Issue is to get to there is like a 30 pip drop. I don't know if I want to rip a sell right after a 30 pip drop. So I would kind of want to populate how can I sell to that zone. But you know, whenever I'm trying to populate this, that tells me that I need more price action. I need more price action. I have an idea for buys. I have an idea for sells if we pop up into this zone. But right where we are now, I need more price action because I don't have a clear plan that makes 100% sense. I do have a risky plan, which would be selling below 500, 186 here, sorry. But you can see the rejections we've had, right? Not a zone you really want to be playing in. This tells you a lot of information. This is telling you a lot of information. This here as well, showing you a lot of information. All of these wicks here, showing you all information. It's not the same as this type of candle here. This candle is, you know, showing you good information, the same information that showed you back here, right? Was able to move through, back at this zone. Hey, now we're finding some issues. So this is why we need to be a little bit more careful in that zone. As for gold, let's have a look at gold. Excuse me. Daily time frame on gold here closed kind of doji. We tested this daily resistance, weekly candle closing bullish here, already made its bottom wick. If we do break this weekly high, we can see the continuation. We talked about it in depth, right? We talked about it in depth yesterday on the webinar about, you know, basically leaving 1992 will give options, and how early on the session you can look for that pullback play. And this was the exact pullback play I was talking about. Breaking this structure after we went down, take the wick fill down, Asian session, basically market open very early. Definitely not a time I'm trading, but it was a pullback play, and that's what we discussed. Only a pullback because we're still macro bullish. You can see exactly what happened. I have that on record saying that, look, once we tap back into these zones, don't be trying any funny business to hold. And that's exactly what happened. So for gold today, you know, based on how candles are closing, you can argue a mixed session here. I think if you're going to sell, let's have a look at where this, if you're going to sell, I would probably say sells make sense. Yeah, you probably have to get back below these wicks here, probably below 1978. This is only a watch zone, just keeping on this chart, on the chart to watch. Probably, yeah, sells would make sense below there. But you know, after the retest and the 4 hour showing you nice rejection, buys also do make sense. And if I was to buy, I would probably look for buys above. What are we looking like? Yeah, this range right here where this wicks is. Reason I'm not taking these bodies here is because we've seen this double rejection in the exact same zone, and this is from this zone here. Every time we closed above continuation, close above continuation. Anytime we remained below it, rejection, below it, rejection. So yeah, you could even move that up slightly like that even. But you know, I do expect if price was to close, that would be the safest place to take buys above here. 1 hour closes above 1 hour resistance. Yeah, that would be different if you had a higher time frame close above. But if you're ripping it on the 15, you'd probably want to above this zone right here. If not, then you want to close above this zone right here at 84 and look for some sort of structure to be formed, right? You can see how that's the range high on the 5s. So you'd want some sort of structure to be formed to continue bullish. Otherwise, we could just chop in here, right? Could chop for London in here. You know, that's basically what you have to wait for. Essentially something leaving this zone or leaving this zone. Trading inside this range, too tight for me. Too tight, too choppy. I don't like trading in this range, right? So yeah, once you break out, you know, you'd look for TP maximum here, 1987. Very important spot here on the charts that I'd be looking for to possibly manage the position. Moving back, let's have a look at what DJ is populating at the moment. And yeah, let's take it. You know, that's basically it. That's the analysis. So hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. If you did enjoy the analysis, be sure to leave a like and do the YouTube business. You guys know the drill. Almost 400 of us in here on Monday. So if you guys can do the YouTube business, get the likes up, at least up to 150 likes, would appreciate it. Hate to say it, but you guys know the drill. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. I put a lot of effort into yesterday's video. This is a very important, some people might find it confusing, but holding runners is a very difficult thing to do and many people do it wrong. So I'd really recommend you guys watch this video, because if you're just closing half of your position here, right? If you're closing half of your position and leaving it to run, and that half comes back to break even, you're basically losing half of your income every single trade, and that's really not good. So I would not recommend losing half your income every single trade. So here's a new video. I'll put it in the pinned comments. That runner was interesting. Yes, it was. I should have actually just set a full TP here. Should have set a full TP here. But, you know, it is what it is. I was wanting a little bit more bigger trade, but that's okay. Is your month-to-date results 4R profit, or is it 4XR, in which case is X? What? Is your month-to-date results 4R? No, 4R or 4R. No, I don't measure my results in R. Results are measured in pips, right? No, 4R is not profit. 4 means 4 wins, right? 4 means 4 wins. And most of my wins are 1-to-1. Otherwise, I could artificially increase my win rate. If I wanted to increase my win rate, I would just always secure 50% at like 8 or 10 pips just to say, hey, I have a high win rate. Don't you think having an NY win rate up when you stream London is a bit odd, especially when this month London hasn't been the best? No, it's to show what's going on outside, and it's not counted in the stream journal, because stream journal is stream journal. It's only the trades taken on stream, so it's not counted into the stream record as well. It's completely separate, so it's not odd. Why would it be odd? That's why, since London hasn't been best, I want to show what's going on and how you can adjust and how you can have what's going on in other sessions, right? You want to know what's going on in other sessions. Didn't you have loss 1st of November? Yes, it was in London session. That's all on the stream journal. This NY is nothing to do with our London stream journal. This is only trades taken on stream. I don't put any trades I take off stream. Go to November 1st here, you can see it's a loss, right? Here's November 1st, you can see it's a loss. I don't put any trades that are not taken on stream. This is only stream journal. This is not my overall win rate. This is just what we take on stream. That's why I could easily put whatever I wanted to put, right? I can put whatever win rate I wanted to put, right? Because I could just put my total win rate, and then you could see what's going on everywhere with all my trades. What do you think of GU? Let's have a look at GU. Yeah, GU pushing, already reaching sort of target here. Yeah, problem I have with GU is it's already reached this 4-hour resistance. So it makes it tough for you because price has already reached target. This is something I always talk about, is what do you do when prices reach target, because it's tough. You've already reached your target. If you were looking for buys here on a 15-minute and you're looking for above the structure, well, that was your entry candle to get to here. Now you've kind of reached TP. So what's next is you need more price action to develop from the zone. Trying to buy back into it can always be risky because you've hit the target. You could try play this range here inside of here just to get back up into here. It could make sense, you know, but it's only 5-6 pips here. To be honest, you would want deeper pullbacks to continue, or you just want to look to clear this range. But to be honest, 5-6 pips, I mean, you could give it a shot just to get up to here and see what happens. But anything starting to come back, you want to just be careful and kind of leave it. Preferably, you'd want this to pull back, create support, and then start to leave the zone. Or you want 4-hour candles basically to close above and leave above here. Do you take a trade today? No, just came up. Praise to all. Dubai floods, heavy rainfall in Dubai. Yeah, it's been very interesting, but nothing too crazy. We get it every year. Setup 1 or setup 3? Yeah, I think this 1 hour close will be great here. I think if we're going to rip something, should be on the 1 hour close. Bit early for me. Now that we're trying to break this second structure here, seems to be reacting just from this zone right here. So maybe something closing above there could be good. Man, don't forget to invest in stock for the long term. Never sell stock. Well, at some point you have to sell, otherwise you won't make any money, right? No point. Setup 1 or setup 3, it's kind of a mix, right? But I think buying so close next to the 1 hour open. Anyways, we like to take trades after 11, right? Frankfurt open at least. Give me a sec, I'll just be back, go toilet. What's the music? Just the same music I always play. It's like a Lofi playlist. Expecting GJ bearish trend reversal? You expect it to go down, you mean? Or you expect the the bearish trend to stop? What do you mean? Which one do you expect? Today it's different? Well, probably just a different song playing. So let's see this 1 hour close here. Should be interesting. Long-term bearish GJ due to rate cuts on the card? Yes, potentially, but not just yet, because the JPY is still very, very weak versus the pound, right? Still very, very weak. Does German PPI have effect on anything? It's not a heavy news event here, German PPI. Where is it? Here. So it shouldn't have too much of an effect, I wouldn't expect, no. Problem is, if we take this trade here, I want to run stops to give room, man. Running stops here, I really feel like this has the chance to just pop up, roll over, right, and then continue. So you want to protect yourself against that opportunity, or it will just pump and then you're fine. But I don't want to have stops so tight up in here, you know, that it just basically comes back and stops out. But here it's not closing above the range anyway, so that's interesting to see. 30 minutes closing bearish here, 1 hour is closing with a slight rejection here, 15 minute is kind of just doji. So I probably think if we can pull back a little bit deeper first now on this 1 hour open, make a new 1 hour bottom wick, a nice deep 1 hour bottom wick, then close above this zone, I think then I would be okay trying this counter trend option. Then it would be okay for me to try counter trend. Otherwise, a little bit uncomfortable. Monday is low volume for London session. Yeah, it's also the first day of the week. We have not seen volume come in. Again, as I said, you can take this close above here, breaking this high, but run stops at the bottom of the range here. Right? You know, that could be an option if you really trust this to continue going. And it could take time to play out here. But for me, it's not something I really want to be ripping right now in London. You know, especially that now target has been tapped. And we have 4 hour bearish, daily bearish, everything's kind of against me. So I rather see a little bit of a change of structure here. What's the purple line? Just every 500, right? So we call them key levels, and it's just you notice price tends to respect them time to time. Buy? Yeah, it could make sense. But right now, I think it's a little bit early. Five minutes just slowly chopping trend here. Get ready, warm up, market starting to move rapidly. You think you're on sell for GJ, waiting for it to break about 86.150, then see a bullish move? 86.150. Where would key levels be on gold? They would be more like every $5. Although bearish is bias, although bias is bearish, there's no LTA. Yes, that is the problem. It's tough. Probably sells only would come below easy sells, you know, in terms of finding easy sells would be here. But we were also talking about, Antonio, if price was to pull back up into here and form rejection, you could sell back down. Yeah, set up type 5 thing. But now it's trying to break second structure, right? So we had first structure broken, faked out. So now if it want to break the second structure, I think then we might see a little bit of a move up. 50-50 bias? Yes, I can agree with that. You're right. 50-50 bias is kind of how it is right now, to be honest. It can do both. I mean, you can try trade the bounce play too here, see what happens, but this whole zone here is pretty nasty zone, man. Really don't like buying into that. You need good momentum to push through that type of zone. Gold good for sell? Yeah, just watch. You want below these wicks here. Yeah, kind of below 1978.677. That's where you'd want to kind of sell gold. Gold probably selling. Are US oil and all gold related? Not exactly, but both work off supply and demand. But they have different fundamental drivers. You know, the difference with gold is can be used as a hedge, Whereas oil is very supply and demand based, because it's based on supply of oil and stuff like that. Can drastically impact the price. Geopolitical tensions as well can make a huge difference. Did you go to university? I was gonna go to university, but then this whole C thing happened, right? The whole pandemic thing. So during that time, I said, if I'm not gonna go, then let me start investing. And I put money that I was supposed to use for university in crypto. That went well. And then, I was never one for university, to be honest. I was never too, I always accepted it. I think education is great, but in the university I wanted to go to, it was a fast track program, only 2 years. And during that program, you're required to start a business, and you have mentors that help you launch a business. So that's the only reason I was attracted to it. General university, it sets you up, just to be a good worker, unless you are doing more higher level stuff. Of course, some skills have to. I think economics is a good topic to study. Gold may sell on this 15. Yeah, you need the 15 to close below, right? It's not closing below at the moment. At least I would prefer below these wicks. If you guys are taking it early, just be careful. But at least below this wick, probably a 15-minute close below the lowest wick here at 78,650. 78,650 would be a better option here. But you are trading a breakout on London. But it can make sense here. How was your week last week? Yeah, great week. Can't complain, to be honest. Pretty good. Have you worked some job before? Yeah, I was a chef temporarily, but more of an internship than a job. Yeah, I worked 2 internships basically. Well, I consider them a job, but no, they weren't hiring me. I didn't give an application because I had nothing. So, when you start off, guys, you have to offer to work for free. That's the number one thing. The number one thing is to offer to work for free. Because you gain experience, you gain knowledge, and you're actually a liability. For someone to take you in without having any skills, you actually cost them money, cost them time. So it's the worst thing you want to do. So for you to sit there and expect to get paid for someone bringing you in underskilled is stupid. That never will happen. Think about it. You're lucky if they bring you in underskilled. You're lucky, right? So you have to just make sure you can offer something back. You can give something back. You can do something. I'm at university for economics now, so hopefully it will help. It's just a good topic. It's a very strong topic, and it will always be important because world has to run on an economy. No matter how that economy is, we'll always have some sort of economy to run on. Do a cooking stream. Yeah, you guys seem to want a cooking stream. Make lobster. That's actually a headache. You have to buy it live, bring it home in a box, drop it live in a boiling pan. Such a headache. When you don't have anything, offer your time. Your time can also be valueless, right? Even your time can't be useful if you don't have anything to offer. Because you'll waste other people's time of them trying to make you to do something. What time is it now? There's a clock there. In my time, it's 11:08 a.m. my time, which is 1 hour before London Open. What is my favorite movement? Bullish or bearish? I would say I'm biased to more buys. I prefer to buy something than sell something. Give me a good business idea. Any business will work. You just have to be the Picasso of that business. Don't try anything new. Don't try anything fancy, because reality is everyone is already doing it anyways. The chances of you coming up with something new, something great is not there. But the chances of you doing something that is already proven to work and just doing it good is a lot higher, right? It's a lot higher chances. And then eventually you could look to create innovation within that space. Pip lads know you're doing that? Yeah, but at the end of the day, the people have a backtesting software. We're just having small innovation within that space. So it's not something completely new. It's innovation within a space, which is exactly what you want, right? What's your most valuable video in your opinion? Can't say all of them. Most valuable video. Well, I have a little bit of a hack for this video, which would be probably the 4-step method. 4-step strategy is probably the best because that 4-step strategy links to 4 other videos. So that's why it's the best. You guys see it reacting from this high here, how it pops up, rejects, pops up, rejects. Why I kind of want to just be above it to take buys. What's making me hesitant is if we get a close above here. We've seen this a time and time again. Price breaks out just to pull back very heavy. And we can handle the pullback, but you need to handle stops. You know, you need to give it some space here, man. And you have 10, 8, 9 pips break even. Watching the 186.3 and 186.5 for sell and GJ, what do you think of these levels? Yeah, 5 a little bit deep, 3, yes. 3, if rejection starts to form at 3, I think it does make sense to look for sells from that zone there. If I'm looking to buy here, I'm watching this zone like a hawk. You know, anything doing some bullshit around that zone, I'm not playing. EJ is cleaner. Have a look. We can have a look. EuroJPY. If you guys enjoying the stream, be sure it's exactly the same. It looks copy paste. If you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to do the YouTube business. 500 of us in here, 100 likes only. We can do better. You know the drill, guys. Hate to say it. If you haven't checked out my most recent video, I pinned it in the comments. I really do think that it's a useful video. But if you guys don't think otherwise, it's okay. Because that's fine. You'll just miss out on gains when trying to leave runners. You'll close half and let the rest come back to break even. Yeah, it's the same as GJ. Very similar here to GJ. EJ is almost identical. You know, EJ just broke out way harder than GJ. But same type of price action here. For EJ, at least you have this type of level. I would say buys above this level look nicer. Yeah, like that. That's an interesting level, man. Fishy to buy above that, I feel. Fishy. Just tempting. I'm not taking a 5-minute breakout, that's for sure. 5-minute breakouts not been working in London, and until I see that start working again, I'm not gonna take it. But this zone here, wow, that's a zone if I've seen one. Look at the reaction. Boom, boom, boom. So you only have 8 pips to play with. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Fishy versus lobstery. Yeah, exactly. That's the difference. Lobstery is a good position. A bad position that we think is high chance to fake out, we call it a fishy one. Will you stream NY? Not today, no. Maybe this week. We'll see how this week goes. If London is still slow, then we can probably pop a live stream in New York. Where do you live? In Dubai. Missed your plan on GJ. Can you quickly explain? Don't want to miss. Yeah, I recommend you watch the beginning of stream. It was a pretty in-depth analysis, but basically, it's a potential to buy above these highs right here. It's a potential. Only issue we're facing here is that this is a very fishy zone, only 8 pips away. Doesn't mean we can't buy to this and just try that. Otherwise, we're bearish for today. Today is a bearish session. Sells do make sense here. The problem is, where are we going to sell? That is the question. I mean, an easy setup here would be a setup number 2 on the 1 hour and 44 minutes. 1 hour close bearish, we could sell. Same time, 30 minutes closing below 500. I could maybe try that as well. Do you like Michelin star restaurants? Yeah, I have tried for sure. Depends on what the restaurant is. It depends. It always looks like I am selling or buying too early or sometimes too late. Just look at where you are in the market. That's normally because you are trying to buy or sell after the move has already happened. You look to sell after the... What's that? You look to sell after this move has gone down, right? After this move has gone down, you look to sell when you should have been looking, how can I sell to here? You look to buy after the push has happened instead of waiting for something and say, how can I buy to the next zone? Do you trade rather than stream? What do you mean? Yes, there is. Is there a difference in win rate? Yes. Majority of my trades are taken during London. So, oh, you mean do I trade off stream? Yes, I do. That's why I started putting the NY just to show you what's happening off stream. Only the positions I do call and discuss, which are the ones I basically take, to be honest. So, yes, I do trade off stream, but that is normally if we are seeing a small dynamic change. I mean, last week, a lot of trades came off stream. All trades came off stream. We took trades like 1 hour after stream. If you remember GJ buys, we took gold buys on Friday, and then GJ buys later on, late Friday. During the week, some gold trades here and there. A GG buy in the beginning of the month. What do I think of gold? Still trying, man. Still sitting at support here. Gold is still sitting at support. Today I'm happy even just to see if we get volume into the market and what time it comes. Use it as an experimental day. Because I don't want to get stuck in chop and then a deep pullback. That's something I really am not looking forward to. Because realistically, you have to trade. You can trust in, as I said, today's a day where you pick a direction and you give yourself room. Unless we have an easy setup that we can put a little bit tighter stops. But you kind of pick a direction, whether that's buys or sells, because it's 50-50, kind of you can argue both pretty easily today. Give it room, but if you get hit hard. But if you just put 1% risk, you're okay, Problem is that, your 1-to-1 target's going to be pretty heavy push you need. There's FOMC minutes on the 24th, bank holiday on 23rd. Yes, those dates are going to be very, very tough because we have Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a huge holiday in America. Huge. I would say equally as big as Christmas, to be honest. So definitely that day. And that day is a very heavy news day as well in terms of GBP as well. So very difficult day to trade here on the 23rd. Be very careful if you guys are planning to go full margin on that day. Wouldn't recommend going full margin anyways, but I know what you guys are like and what you guys like to do. How do I actually know where to sell from or where to buy from? Like, I get the concept of LTAs, but sometimes there are some rejection wicks and just don't know which one in particular to look for. You have to look at where's the range we have in our session, right? Wicks are multiple wicks are a problem, but 2 wicks, you know, these type of wicks, if price is closing above, is not a problem. You just need to be able to know to mark your support and resistance. What's a realistic consistency profit for most beginner trader? Could handle 4 or 5% a month, 4 or 5% a week. It depends on how the market, what the market gives you. I never set a profit target. My goal is simply just to trade what option I see and see what happens at the end of the month. And based on the results at the end of the month, I can make adjustments or look or see how I can improve. But as a trader, you can't predict what results you want to see, you know? You can't. You can only estimate, okay, based on what I've seen in the past, my performance on certain months, this is what I can expect. But as a beginner, your goal should just be to make profits. Most beginners don't make profits. When I was a beginner, I didn't make money trading. My goal was just to make profits consistently. That was my first goal. So that should be your first goal, not thinking about how much percent you can make per month. Because if you can't even make money, don't even think about making percentage of that. Fib tool 186.5 OTE, great sell if sellers are get in. By only looking at the market structure, 186.3 also great. We have a breaker in there. You are more experienced waiting in your decision. Yes, I think waiting here is proving to be the best. And if you want to play an 8 pip range, we can look into it. We'll see what time that comes to try maybe take a small scalp to here. Very tight management. If not, then selling from up here, I also don't mind. Dubai, huh? Recommend for swing trade in GJ. Swinging, like, let's say, depends what you consider a swing trade. Holding for weeks, it was tough, man. I do like GJ as a swing pair. I used to do it a lot last year, but with all of these interventions, it became a very tough swing pair because realistically, if you held a swing, the only place you could have held a swing, if I look back at my swing options, was this 4-hour close. And once price broke out of the zone here, I would have probably gone break even here. No reason for me to lose this trade. Intervention would have come right back to where your entry would be, tap you, break even, and continue. You know, apart from that, just the general fear of having random interventions like this come in when you're trying to take trades is a big issue. And can really impact your swing trading here. So, you know, especially stuff that is doing all of this random movements here. So, yes, it made it very difficult. We can see, guys, how price is starting to get weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. So I would be very hesitant to see a little spike up here. It will be a little fishy. We saw that last week. And I could be wrong. We could get up here and price could continue pushing, but it's looking fishy to me. It's looking fishy. We've seen this. I've seen this last week. I blew up 2 accounts due to Bank of Japan intervention. So not suitable for swing trade. Sorry to hear about that, man. Make sure you practice proper risk management. It's very basic stuff, and that will avoid you from blowing the account, right? Going operation for 5 hours, so no, what's going on here? No, thank you. So not missing Harry's stream, no sleep. Good luck, man. Wish you the best in your operation. Respect to you for showing up. What do you think about Heiken Ashi? I think in my trading style, it's not useful. For once you're in the trade and you're looking to hold it, it could be good. It's a little bit stress-free, right? Because it's giving you averages of candles. It's just showing you all wrong. I press. Where's Heiken Ashi? Why don't? Oh, there it is. It just shows you averages. So it's showing you an average. That's what Heiken Ashi is, all right? Heiken Ashi is the average open and average close price. So to hold the trade, it could be, you know, a little bit stress-free to hold the trade. But this, you know, it just looks like Pip's lab when we had broken data. That's, you know, it was. So if anyone complains, we'll just tell them that it was Heiken Ashi. But no, to enter the trade, it's not enough. To enter the trade, it's not enough. How much capital you trade with your personal account? I can risk 4 figures without going over 3% risk. 2%. We'll be at 2% risk. What would you say the best strategy is for day traders? The one that makes most sense. My back? Should be back. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Damn, someone trying to make my PC go kaput. What strategy do you use? Is it just support and resistance or some ICT? No ICT. Only CT I be doing is counter trend sometimes. That's the only CT I be doing. Man, you are trading on screen. Living all my trade with Mortal Kombat and climbing ring. What do you mean by that? Price is weak. We are into a rebalanced price gap on daily time frame. Yes, it is a little bit weak. You can see price is weak. It's not doing anything. It's been going sideways for the last hour. Which is good because we didn't rush into anything, right? This was super tempting, man. How many people, tell me in Zoom chat right now how many people were tempted on this. And tell me in YouTube chat, how many people were tempted on this 15-minute close right here? How many people were tempted to jump up into that? 100%? How many people are tempted to push up into that? Let's see. Andy says no. People said me. Ready to go full margin? Not me. Bring out the lobsters, bring out the fish, fishy November. That's funny, fishy November. Good, good. Some disciplined people in here. Looks like we got rid of all the people. Ready to go one kidney in? Yeah, it was juicy. I'm not going to deny, but early, right? This is why we need to be more bearish mode. I agree. I'm not too comfortable. Remember last time we took counter trend buy during London? It did not work. You know, until I see counter trend buy starting to work again, then I'm not trusting this move. I'd rather look for sell. Below 186, you know, if we start failing up here, especially if we see something like this where price breaks out, this would be so nice, but it's a dream scenario. Price breaks out, leaves a wick, closes back below, and then we get this melt. Would be nice. People saying we are selling, some people looking for buys. Yeah, you can argue both today. That's why it's tough. That's why I personally wanted to wait for more price action. It doesn't change the whole graph, it does overlays. Sometimes 4-hour candles get me confused. How do you count? What do you mean, how do you count? What helped you be really patient with your trades? Actually, it happened around a year and a half ago. Basically, I gave back so many profits because I was up pretty good, more than I expected to be up, you know, for the first first profitable year. And I was pretty happy with the profits I made. And then these months came in probably around towards the end of the year, started to see some inconsistency, and I pushed harder instead of pulling back. And I realized that, hey, none of the trades I took were really part of my plan. I was selling into support, buying into resistance, and then I would lose confidence, and then I would sell the lows and then buy the highs, and just gave back more profit than I should have. You know, and then I realized, you know what? If I only traded 3 months, I've been doing that for 3 years. Yeah, it takes time. And I sat there and I told myself, if I only traded 6 months of this year or 4 months of this year and stopped, I would have made more money than trading the whole year and spent less time at the charts. I said, hey, there must be something wrong then. You know, there must be something wrong then. That's because you were trading alone? Yes, it has part to do with it. That's why I always encourage trading with a community. I always say you need to have a community behind you. This month, a lot of people would struggle, you know, if we don't have people around us, you know. This month was held up for us, you know. If you look at the exclusive group, what's been going on, if you guys were only trading London or didn't know what was happening or wasn't able to identify lower volume options, a lot of, you know, people would be losing a lot of money here. But luckily, we were able to identify and come and draw a conclusion. Hey, back off a little bit in London. Let's go harder in New York. And the results have been proven what's been going on in New York. Everyone's been killing it in there, man. Some of the people's had their best months. I mean, not best month, best weeks. Gold. Yes, you guys are looking for gold. I told you these wicks, guys. You need to listen to me on these wicks. I don't know why you guys don't listen to me. Look at the reaction exactly from that wick. I'll draw a line right there so you guys can see. I've been telling you, watch the wick, watch the wick, watch the wick. What happens at the wick? Rejects. Why am I telling you? Look. I should have just bought at my wick. That's how much I trust it. Come on now, son. No, I'm joking. Anyway, has been good the last few weeks. Yeah, it's just been a lot more volume there, right? It's a lot more continuous moves. The plans we make in London are playing out in New York. So it's just that, and it's how it is. Market dynamics shift. It will come back, and London and gold will range during NY, and everyone will be like, oh, London's the best session. Everyone switched to London, and then New York moves again, then they get messed up, when in reality they just should have adapted. Watch each session. Showing up will pay you long term. I'm telling you right now, you guys watching price action right now, you're learning one of the best skills that there is, which is the ability to identify market dynamic shifts and the ability to identify what opportunities. This is something many people can't do because they see every single candle close as an opportunity. Every single move is an opportunity. You can see it in chat here, and this is why so many people lose in the markets. It's because they don't identify which is a good opportunity and which is a bad opportunity in the market. And if you can't identify which is a good and bad opportunity, then you're just going to end up trading 50-50 or being a losing trader. And this is why showing up during these times when we are seeing opportunities happen, but it's more slow, this time trying to pick out the right opportunities, let price action develop, builds a characteristic that is really, really, what's the word that something is so valuable? Invaluable or something, you know, whatever that word is. But anyways, that's what I'm trying to say. Because for you to sit here and say, hey, there's a dynamic shift here, this move is fishy, that's not easy to do. Not many people can sit here and tell you that this move is fishy. Everyone is trying to buy this. I'll put my money on it. Tell me in chat right now, if you know someone who's trying to buy this. Let's see. I'm putting off replying to my crush so that I can watch the stream and the charts. I see the notification. Bro, if it's Snapchat, just do the swipe trick, man. Just do the swipe trick so you know what she said and then reply it later. You have to play it cool. Or, if you want to be ultimate giga chat, if you want to be the top, I gave this advice to my friend some time ago and he used it. And so it's been proven. This is how I deal with this situation, right? By the way, I see prices moving down. We need a close to do anything. I can't just rip it, right? I need some sort of close here. I need some sort of close. So if you want to be ultimate giga chat, listen to this. Reply to her right now and tell her, hey, I saw your message. I'm not being rude, ignoring you. I'm just busy with some work at the moment. If you say that and say, give me an hour, I'll be free and we can have a chat. This is ultimate giga chat. Not only do you prove, hey, I have time for you, but I'm a busy man as well. Respect me. Secondly, you say, I haven't ignored you. I'm not trying to be cool or a simp purposely ignoring your message. I'm actually busy doing something. And if you don't respect that I actually have a life outside of you, then we're not going to be together, because at the end of the day, it was going to end up being a bad relationship anyways. Anyways, apart from that, this is not a relationship stream. This is a trading stream. But anyways. Harry, you have a girl? Nah, man. have to handle. Need, you know. Thanks, Harry. You saved me from taking a buy a while ago. My analysis sucked. Learning every day from you. No, you're all good, man. This is what I was saying. Oh, no. What's this? My thing crashing here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come back. Okay, we're good. Tradesharpe therapy coming soon? Yes, sir. Harry's dating advice. Didn't get in because I was waiting for a candle to actually break above 150. But on 15, yes, that was why I drew this 165 was what I was looking at. 165. Now I'm blocked. What to do? If you're blocked, if that girl blocked you, then it doesn't matter wasting your time. Why are you chasing? I never chase. They chase me. That's how it should be. Right? It should be mutual, 50-50. Don't let them run circles around you. They should be an asset to your life, not a liability. You shouldn't be needing to do certain things just to impress them, because it's not sustainable. It's like faking yourself online. This is what people do. All of these Lambo gurus in trading, all of these people showing fake lifestyles, all of this. At some point, it's not sustainable because they're living in a fantasy. It's not sustainable. At some point, it's gonna crack, and when it cracks, everything's gone. They've lost reputation, they've lost brand, they've lost everything they work for. It's not sustainable. So same thing, you know, if you getting blocked, if you have to be a different person, if you have to change yourself, if that relationship becomes serious, it's not gonna be worth it, because it's not you. It's not you, man. Just be you. We only chase the bag? Yes, sir. If she want a Birkin, she better work it. You know, that's the saying. Come on, man. If she want a Birkin, she better work it. That's what I'm saying, man. These girls and their Birkins, man. Damn. Sheesh. Anyways, back to trading. We needed a close. This is the rejection we didn't want to get in. What's the delay on the YouTube stream? There shouldn't be no delay here. But in terms of delay, in terms of YouTube delay, general YouTube delay, you guys will be sitting on probably 10-15 seconds, maybe 5. If you have really good Wi-Fi, you're sitting on 5. That's the advantage of being in Zoom. If you're in Zoom, no delay, direct voice. They can hear my annoying voice and enjoy it. Yes, Harry, community helped me a lot. First 8 months here, learned immensely. Trading alone takes a lot of time and money. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I have 5-second delay. Yeah, I try to make the stream buffer rate as fast as possible. That's why it crashes sometimes. It's because I push it pretty hard and I'm running too many things on my computer, but nah, that's so dodgy price action in here, man. It's really dodgy. Look at these candles just moving, no volume. Then this, everyone just FOMO sells, and now it comes back in the range. And what I would love to see is for a candle wick to come back up here and then flip. And when it flips, Mr. Sharp presses sell, he gets his lobsters, and we go out very happy. Did gold should have bounced, right? Oh no, gold's trying. Still trying. Three minutes for this candle close. I wonder if this is enough to take a sell here. About 5 pips into here. You see no LTA for sells. We have this LTA here right next to the 30-minute, but if we're bearish, you expect this 30-minute to be broken. This could be like a fake support here. You know, we have 5 pips to that. You know, we could use that 5 pips as a watch zone. It is tough, man. It is tough. We've definitely not seen consistency. This is kind of like a decision here you have to make, you know, based on your week. Like, I can afford this. It's not really an issue. I'm happy to give it a shot because why not? But we have not seen consistency in moves in London, right? And you guys know that. So it is just something you have to be a little bit careful with. If you've been having not the best week, or it's the beginning of the week, you don't want to end the beginning of the week on a rough position, you know, consider managing risk. Go really less just to give it an option. We have not seen consistent moves come back in London yet, but there's no reason why I don't just give it a shot for the sake of it. I can go like 0.25, risk even 0.5. It's a very dirty zone though. The delay on YouTube stream causing them to enter 5 minutes late. Yeah, with the delay, what they need... damn, man. This is pushing already to that zone that I wanted to trade to. I can't sell at 30-minute support. I just can't do it. Especially at this 30-minute support. The delay on YouTube stream causing them to enter 5 minute late, which would probably mean they're losing by entering late. They would pay a coffee a day to be on the exclusive and on time. Yeah, facts, right? $1.8 a day, and that's their commission to enter on time and to get the information on time. But if they're ultimate smart, if they have ultimate smartness, then they will listen to the plan and they'll know when to enter themselves. At the end of the day, it's their decision to enter. JPY getting smoked today, downtrend all over Forex. If JPY is getting smoked, then this should go up. Do you have any recommendations for prop firms? I haven't tried any, so I can't tell you which ones are the best. I'll just say stick to the big ones. Stick to the big ones that have been around for a long time, not the new fancy ones that are offering weird incentives. Just stick to the big ones, and then once you pass the big ones, you can look for, try the other ones, you know, open another account, use profits, diversify, and put money into your main account. I don't like this close, guys. This is too deep for me to rip a sell here. If we get a 5-minute thunderstorm, I will consider it here. No top wick as well. GJ, show me a way in. Show me a way in, GJ. Come on. At least we stayed safe out of the buys here, right? We stayed safe out of the buys. That's number one. Thinking of selling gold? Again, telling you. Be careful. My line. Anything close below. We took this and got our break even. See what you took. Gold probably, I assume. Tony likes to take gold. Yes, very risky. Selling at support. At least you got to break even here. That's what's important. Damn, no top wick here on the 15 minute. 1 hour is pushing heavy down here. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Did I have top wick on my broker? I'm just interested to see. Let's have a look. Oh, we did. There was. Interesting. I would have wanted to see a deeper one here. Yeah, it has a small wick here, but I would have wanted to see a deeper one to be able to take sells this close to the 30-minute resistance. This 30-minute resistance, I'm going to discuss with you guys in the exclusives after, so be sure to stick on. I'm experimenting with a new concept that is really interesting. Really, really interesting. It's a little bit complicated though. So, you know, I just want you guys to be looking at it from now, and then we can see how we can start up. I'm still trying to find it rule-based. It's just more intuitive at the moment, but it's really, really interesting. Damn, this is exactly what I wanted if this closed a little bit less. Yeah, we needed just a little bit bigger of a top wick here. If this came up, gave a juicy wick, this would be beautiful. It just has a tiny wick. I wonder how it looked when it opened on the broker. I think it just opened push down, because here it opened push down, so probably you wouldn't even see the top wick being made on the broker. Anyways, if I called it, no one would have had time to get in. Including me not having time to get in. Mark this 4-hour support here. Interested to see it. What time has this move come in at? Keep this note, huh? Very important time. Five-min no top wick as well. You have to, it would be a position where if you were to take it, it would just be like the minute the candle closes, you press sell. Because if you took it on the broker, it wouldn't make a top wick. It would open gap down. So either you would be entered a couple of pips below, but this is the move we were expecting. We're expecting this move, right? This is what I wanted to take. This was my position here. But at the end of the day, that you simply can't get in unless you just somehow magically knew that this was going to happen and you could just open rip sell, which I don't really believe many people can do. Yeah, no wick on your broker as well. Also, there is news on JPY at 8 a.m. UK time. No, very rarely do we have that JPY news at 8 a.m. UK time. I'd be very... No, I don't see that. Where are you seeing that? Where are you seeing that? Sheesh. We're gonna get another day of just heavy downside here. We need this to chill for 9 minutes. Come on, give us 5-minute pullback right now. 5-minute pullback and close below. Come on, do it. Do it. Just give me a way in. Don't make us sit like this. You know you want to do it, GJ. Do it for us. Wait for us, GJ. Ready for it to reverse? Yeah, let it reverse. And then let it come back down and I'll sell the crap out of it. Oh, that's not the direction I told you to go, GJ. This is avoid watching the 185.650 you marked to buy. Yeah, there would be reaction above on here for sure. You would expect reaction because it's a 4-hour support. But if we get below, it's still going to sell here. Especially if we pull back now, create resistance, we can look to continue sells. No problems at all. GJ entered into a bad area. With momentum we're seeing come back in now, we're okay to give this a shot. On pullbacks though, we need some entry criteria here. I'm not just entering on 5-minute candles here. Not ready yet. And if I was to enter on a 5-minute close below this support, I need to run stops at least above 86 just to give you room for potential massive pullback and your idea is still playing out. But once the pullback is done, because look, this realistically can pull back to 86 and still be okay. Yeah, you could manage it above 85, 850, you know, but that's not really my style. My style is 15-minute close. If this 5-minute could pull back and then the next 5-minute close below, could be nice. About to put a long on GJ. Well, good luck, good luck. That is nice. When you see price pop up, close a wick like this, if this closes below in 7 minutes, could be good option for my gold guys out there. Let me just go to it before we have the London Open melt that we're going to make thousands of. 1 minute. Wick filled? Let's see, let's see. Should I buy before news? What news? Well, this is at least 5-minute giving me some sort of pullback here. Looks like gold wants to fake out up. Yeah, that line, man. I need something closing below there. You know, always be careful with gold fake outs. If you're gonna, I mean not gold, gold breakouts in London. If you're gonna take this breakout on close below, give it some room. You know, give yourself here a 29 pip stop, and then anything closing back in the range, you can secure. 4-hour support as well. Which one? On GJ, we reached it? Not yet. We're close to it. You have about 8-9 pips. If we close below, yeah, about 9 pips to 4-hour support. But if we can get a little dip below, we have like 17 pip range. Just if we can get a little dip below, close out, and then be done. If we get the chance to. If this just melts down, then nothing we can do. Need at least 5-minute pullback here. Something to give me confidence that we have a pullback. Similar to that day we had the melt here, right? If you look at the 5-minute, I just need something at least like this. At least something like this. Some sort of structure. Either just give me something. Here, the same one here. Update on gold. Same old, same old. Until you have something closing below this. I feel like a broken record repeating this, guys. Come on. Until something closes below 1978.669, shouldn't be considered selling. No sells. Will you rather sell gold in London? You know, now that we're seeing a little bit of volume here in GJ, it's not like it's not doing anything. It's just making it difficult to enter. I mean, it could. This is the problem. I don't know which one to choose, you know. Breakouts are never really a plan I have. So it depends which one you want to choose. 50-50 in both. Half in GJ, half in gold. That's another thing you can do. Is gold a breakout or a pullback? Well, breakout would be selling the lowest point that we have been of the session or of today. So no, not exactly, not too much of a breakout, no, because this lows happened in Asia, you pulled back and now you're selling back to these lows. So no, you would be okay here. You would be okay. We'll see which one closes. One minute for London Open here. Let's see what this brings. We'll see if GJ closes below here. What is break even? Closing the trade where you don't lose on anything or make anything. It's basically you move your stop loss to where your entry was. If you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. 600 of us in here. 193 likes. Let's get it to 300 at least. You know the YouTube business. GJ looks like it's not going to close below this support here. Let's see, 18 seconds here. Then we'll have a look at gold. Let's just see if GJ closes below or not. It's trying. Oh, it might here. Okay. What did gold do as well? Yeah, gold closed right at support. Probably prefer GJ. Nice little top wick here. How big is stop loss here? 20 pip stop loss. Yeah, I feel if we can flip here, I feel these could be good sells here if we can flip. We know that it's been inconsistent, so just be very, very careful. If you've not been having a good week, be very, very careful with these sells here. I would not recommend if you've not been having a good week or something like that. We know how inconsistent. For me, I can afford this loss. It's not really a big deal here. But I think if we can get a pip below the entry here, can be okay. 4 hour support where? Yeah, but it's a wick fill, right? Wick fill to 4 hour support. We didn't tap the 4 hour support just yet. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying if you've not been having, this is just the only option I've seen. We're very close to 4 hour support, but we made a top wick now. If we were to flip, we could fill this wick. We have break even at 4 hour support, 8 pips. Yes, you would buy, sell 2 there. I have the same. 8 pips you have, 8 pips. 3.8 pips, how 3? Not break of low, Antonio, flip. Flip, wick fill. Not break of low. Not break of low, flip. Especially after this top wick. What's gold doing? Same. Right, didn't close below that zone. Very dodgy. Are you in a trade? No, just waiting. Little pullback now. Show me a lot of sell pressure and we're in. Yeah, this is a nice top wick here. Let's see, mark up to a mark exactly like you did. Yes, sir. Yeah, now that we have top wick, pip below this. Always give it a pip because this could just flip, retest this and flip back. What are you waiting for? Flip here. Sell now? Yeah, but I need a resistance to form. So if a 5-minute forms a resistance, maybe I could look for an early sell. But the problem we're seeing is that this could end up being a support and we could just end up pushing up from here and then GJ just ends up ranging. What's happened with my mic? Why are you guys saying my mic is so low? Zoom guy said it's okay. Where would I run stops? Probably above these highs here, 20 pips. Be negative RR, but I would manage with anything closing back in the range. And I would not expect it to re-break its own high. When flipping, would you enter even though it didn't create a 5-minute resistance? Yes, if it happened all at once, then yes. Because the trade is based on 15, and it would kind of end up being a thunderstorm at that point. Nothing wrong with the mic? Yeah, a lot of people saying it's fine. I wonder if it needs to make the full retest to 4 hours support here. Didn't it break its 5-minute high? Yes, it did, but we're going off a flip here. Flip will be, because this is based on 1 hour, it's the 1 hour flip, it's the 30-minute flip, it's the 15-minute flip. If it flips here, I don't see any business why it has to reflip and continue bullish here. Not sure why that would make sense. If this 15-minute closes bullish, it's a different trade. If this 15-minute closes bullish, again, you could argue buys here as well. You could definitely argue buys. Especially if this closes back above this 1 hour resistance. And we're coming away from 4 hour support. Ah, so tough. Took TP in GU, thanks Harry. Nice, what did you do in GU? Oh yeah, that one I was talking about, trading back up. Yeah, if you had a short TP, you're fine to trade back up on that support. Just need to give yourself some room here. But yeah, it's very small TP, 7 pips only. When in doubt, stay out. Yeah, exactly. that is definitely a saying that keeps you. Don't force a trade on Monday. It's always a shit day. Yeah, for sure. I'm not forcing anything. I'm happy with this option if it flips here. If it doesn't, then we're not triggered. That's why we have special entry rules. The only other way I see I'm getting in here is if 15-minute closes bullish, the next 5-minute pulls back from here and closes above. I might give myself an option here to go on with my higher time frame bias. I do have a higher time frame bullish bias here. I might give myself a little bit of a risky shot here, if that's the case. But we could make a top wick for this last candle. Come back down. We shall see, we shall see. That will be sweet. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that. Since we pulled back first, early London, I used to see this, I have this journal, these type of trades. Bias is bearish, we see the bearish move play out, but we know higher time frame, this zone we're coming from here, if we see structure form here, we could take a trade back up to these highs and then rely on it breaking through. But I need to see some sort of structure. We need to see change of structure, because we're in a downtrend. This 5 minute can close bearish and we can just end up going down. And that's where it kind of contradicts your idea, because if 5 minute goes bearish, you know, then it's tough. Another thing I have a problem with, which I'm just trying to populate right now, if this 5 minute closes bearish here, we have a 5 minute resistance respecting 1 hour support here. But the problem is the 15 will be closing bullish with a fake out back in the range, setup 4. So this is why I would probably stay out of that 5 and look for the 5 to create support and then close above. Then you have setup 4 and you have a close above. That would be very juicy. This is an interesting resistance here. Respecting this zone here. I might give myself a tight stop loss here. 10 pips. Let's see this close in 2 minutes. Set up 3 as well. Gold. Yeah, gold is still chopping here at that support. Still chopping at that support. Needs to break the 1 hour lows to even consider sells here. See how this candle closes in 45 seconds here. How many pip stops would that be? Looking around 17, 18. Deleting your sell stop if this closes bullish? No, it's still a setup 3 here, right? We're closing below the range. Still a setup 3. Still closing below that range. Let's see how this next candle opens here. Yeah, if this breaks the low and then re-breaks the low, then I might give it a shot here. Let's see. But be very careful that price doesn't do this right now, okay? I've seen this before. It will come down, test this low, and then reject. Because this is a support. So if we want to take the impulsive entry below the low, we need to see it come down, test it, then pull back up, and then break. Then with that break, that's why that pip below will keep us safe. If not, we also have the plan of this 5-minute closing above here. Some 5-minute candle leaving this zone. We also have a buy option here. I'm gonna give it a risky shot above here because I'm feeling in that mood today. Feeling in that mood today. $30-minute level at 790. We're selling below 740 is where sales come. We're sitting on this previous, I have 782. I rounded it to 782. It's the same level because it's also a previous 4-hour. Look, it's this previous 4-hour resistance from back here as well. And then the 30-minute, I just pulled it a little bit down. Smells like tuta. Yeah, definitely tough zones, but you know, why can't we have a bit of fun? Everyone on live stream, you know, they're trying to chase win rates, but if I see a small option here, I can go 0.25%. This is the beauty of trading, is that you, based on your position, you can choose what type of trades you want to take. You know, profitable is also managing risk, not about always win rate. So I could give myself a riskier shot. Gold. Again, you guys really don't care about my line, huh? No one cares about my line. All morning, I'm trying to show you this line that has been holding price from going down. And no one cares about my magical line here. You're not going to sell gold until something closes below. And minimum, you need a 5-minute closing below. You're not selling gold until something closes below. And at least, if you take this on a 1-hour time frame, you can take this on a 1 hour. Just put your stops above the 1-hour high. Right? Put stops above 1-hour high to 30 pips here, and you can take it on the break of the 1-hour low, if that's your plan. But it's not really a trade I want to be holding right now. Let's see this 5-minute close. Could be interesting though, this 5-minute close. Again, break of 1-hour low, you can go early. What's GJ doing? We trade gold breakout. Well, there's your break of the 1-hour low, so if you're in on the 1 hour, you're in on the 1 hour. $26 pip stops on a 5-minute? Damn. This 5-minute close could be an entry option here as well. What's GJ doing though? Do I want to take GJ? Yeah, watch this at this level here. If you're in on the 1 hour, then you're in on the 1 hour, right? That's the plan. That's the only time frame you take this on, is the 1 hour, because it makes sense, right? You have close below here on the 1 hour, stops above the 1 hour highs here, as we said, looking for us to go down here. But you have to give it room. 1 hour again, you're letting it play off for 1 hour. Every other time frame, session scalp, trying to run smaller stops, little bit tough. Who took gold on the 1 hour? Come on, speak up. Don't be shy. Especially here in the exclusives. You guys were looking at that. You're in? Nice. Few people in here. Me? Nice. People telling me GJ. Nice. People did as well. Good. Nice. Many people took gold as we were discussing here. Yeah, for 1 hour makes sense. Just need to give it some room here. This is how the position will look. Ideal TP for me, probably anywhere at the 1 hour support is where you'd kind of be looking at. If anything closes back inside the range here, it's no comprende here. Anything closing back above that line, it's not looking good. Not looking good, bruv. Otherwise, you're good to continue down. Just have to let it do its thing. You could probably move. Yeah, it's even hard to move break-even too soon based off the 1 hour. I wouldn't recommend moving break-even too soon. There's nothing here that suggests to move break-even. No levels that we need to worry really about. Just the level where we are right now, but this 5 minute, if this 5 minute doesn't close below this level, could be slight issues, have to hold some pullback. Otherwise, it's fine. What's GJ doing here? Interesting, GJ. GJ closes above here. I'm gonna take a counter trend buy maybe. Got no margin for GJ. No, just stick with gold. We did call this. We did call this on gold. Discussed about the 1 hour being the option. Just not really what I want to take here on a Monday. This is my rules. Like, I want to stick to one pair. If I see something moving, I want to stick to that pair moving. You know what I mean? So this is why I decided not to. But yeah, probably looking back, could have given this a shot here. For sure. Why? I do only half the work here. The group helps managing. Come on now, man. Don't do no FOMO? No, I was talking about that counter trend potential option here. If it closes above. But no, I'm not FOMOing. Happy to have called it. That 5 minute, guys, is a little bit fishy here. Be careful if you're holding this trade. Right? You might have to hold some drawdown now. Little bit of pullback, but again, until this is until something's closing back above here, you're okay. But yes, you see, respecting this zone here. If you break these lows here, it's a thunderstorm setup. You're good. Once you break these lows, you're good. And there it goes. Wants to break it. Once it breaks these lows, you should be good. Why is Monday a bad day? No, Monday is not a bad day. Who said Monday is a bad day? second entry? No. If you're in the first, you don't need to. Not ideal. Oh, there it is. Even breaking this high could be an option. Riskier, but could be an option here for sure. Yeah, break of this high, ripped it for me, took it as I said. See what happens with this 5 here. Ripped half, break of high. You in? Yeah, half break of high, yep. Took very small risk, nice. Just have to watch it testing the bottom of the range here. Could easily reject off the bottom of the range. Otherwise, it's okay. I'll be aggressive though with managing, since we already tapped into 500 was kind of my idea. Any 1 minute closing back in the range, probably call it. As long as we can hold 1 minute higher low structure, should be okay. What's going on gold? Yeah, holding a little bit of that pullback. At least you got the close below now, which is nice. If GJ, probably for me on this type of risky entry here, probably nothing, if something doesn't bounce off my entry here, probably just gonna leave it. Look for something more solid here. watching it now. Basically, if it comes back, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Closed at break even. Not trusting it. Yeah, you closed? Yeah, exactly. That's it. Just to try get up into here. Tough spots. I'm being aggressive with this. Break of the high gave me about 6 pips here, and then I don't play games. That's basically it. GJ sell now. You have supports formed, 15-minute closing back inside the range. Very hard to sell GJ at the moment. Very hard to sell GJ at the moment. Waiting? Yes. The gold, how's your guys' gold trade going? Good. Nice top wick here. Can look for like a 1-to-1 would be probably the best 30 pips. Since it's London. Especially at this whole wick zone right here. Would be good. This would be ideal. I would probably target that for you guys, gold trades. Any active trees, please tell me. Yes, in gold, people in gold. That's what people are holding right now. That's a nice close on 15. Break of low, you're good. You could even pull your stop loss. If you don't want to lose this trade on Monday, you can go break even once it breaks the low. Or you can just now keep your stop loss above these highs. It has no reason to break these highs right now. Once it breaks the lows, can go break even. I don't see any reason for it to break the lows and come back to break even, especially above this zone. At least mental break even. Yeah, now that it's breaking these lows, can go break even here. Think it's gonna hit TP? Yeah, TP. I would target this next structure here. Be conservative. Conservative is best. Conservative is best. You're out already 80%? How many pips up you? Yeah, you can consider... Yeah, 18 pips is not bad at all. 18 pips is not bad at all. Consider closing. You know, you can consider if you want to call your day here. We have seen average London. We don't know what the average London push has been, so... Can definitely consider securing some here. But... until 5-minute structure starts changing, this should continue down. Out 1-to-1, let's go, man. Nice one. Yeah, this new top wick. It will just, you know, I would say max TP, guys. Don't be greedier than looking for anything past this. You know, personally, I'd be happy with 18 pips, as that's how I like to do it. Just be, we have, you know, it's not New York, right? It's not New York. So, otherwise, you just let it rock. Did I make you a good decision on GG? Nice. Nice. GJ's still not ready. I went aggressive, but now I know how it plays its game. I know how it plays its game. This is how we have to play. And this is a slight problem that happened, is that I'm going aggressive in London, and people in the group can verify this for me. I've been aggressive in London in terms of managing the trade because of GJ doing bullshit like this, but then in NY I need to not be as aggressive in managing the trade. Just let it rock. That's a heavy candle. I still feel we can play within this range here. Yeah, and this is the zone where you want gold to respect right now. If you're holding still, this is the zone you want gold to respect right now. If you can respect here, you're 100% okay. There we go. Showing some signs of respecting it. Watch it. I mean, if you really trust this trade, but the problem is it's not a trending move like we have in New York here. You could look to hold past break even. Otherwise, I wouldn't recommend doing it for sure. Gold on 1 hour demand, where are you getting that from? Not yet, not yet. Yeah, watch this 5-minute close, guys. This can push fast, so if this closes above here, I'd recommend, manage your trade. It's a Monday, don't end your week trying to hold something, trying to catch, 30 pips here when you are up 19. Like, ask yourself this. Does it make sense to lose a trade that you were up 30 pips here? I mean, not 30 pips, sorry, 20 pips-ish. 19 pips or so. Does that make sense to lose that at the moment? What's GJ doing? Yeah, I don't like when it pushes up and pushes straight down. I don't like selling the lows on that because it reaches target. GJ on the flip, yeah, but same as gold, you need to run 1 hour. 1 hour stops is 1 hour stops here is pretty big stops. You're looking at 41 pip stops because that's what it would be based on. Otherwise, on the lower time frame, you're selling at support. You're selling at support. Current 1 hour candle, you could, but is it really worth it? For me, I don't think running this 1 hour type trade is worth it because your range is pretty small here, man. It's not the biggest range. How did gold close on 5? Still good, respected the zone, right? Perfect. Yes. As I said, as long as it's now, it has no business breaking this high. 100% no business breaking this high. I got called the gold digger. Gold will drop, don't worry. Yeah, if it retests this zone, there's no reason why you can't secure something. You can see it's starting to lose its momentum now. But as a 5-minute structure keeps being respected, yeah, just watch reaction from the bottom of this zone here. Any Tradesharpe exclusive group review? Ask them in Zoom here. Hey guys, anyone want to give a Tradesharpe exclusive review? My guy is asking in chat. They will be happy to give you. Someone can type it in. You can see the reviews in Discord. I'll ask if someone wants to. I'll ask if someone wants to write a review today in TS exclusive review. So be sure to join the Discord, and we'll see. But many people are saying 5 stars, very good. No, I definitely think it could be. If you're really looking into it, I can assure you from my side, I put as much effort as humanly possible into it, and I make sure that I really, you know, it's my team, man. You know, I treat everyone equally, and I do enjoy it. I do enjoy the community. You know, it's something special. I hope, you know, and I hope people see that, and people who don't will not like it. But that's the beauty, is that you get to try it for 1 month. Here, worth far more than it costs. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing. Like, you can try it for 1 month. Just the content alone is worth a lot more. Like, people sell content like this as a course, and they sell it for $500. I'm charging $50. You know, you can come in, study some content. You don't like the rest of the community, you can leave. So yeah, I mean, you guys know what you get in there. I mean, that's why I made this video on the website, is to explain everything. I'd recommend you guys watch the video. Definitely a video explaining everything, how the group works, you know, all the different things, all the different parts of the group. So definitely check this video out on the website. It's here. Can see it. But yeah, we still have spots open. As I said, I will close it in December. There'll be no spots for December, right? There'll be no spots for December, so I'll close it then. So if you're interested, you can check it out there. We have around 8 spots left, so there's no rush. But by December, it will be closed. A suggestion, provide 2 days demo without providing content, just Zoom class. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing that. I'm also going to migrate the software to give us more opportunities to do stuff like that. So that is one thing I am looking at right now, is to be able to offer a 2-day where you can hop in Zoom. I think, or at least a day where you can hop in Zoom. I think that will be great. I think a lot of people will benefit. I'm just getting a software. I'm working with a team at the moment. They contacted me, and they manage subscriptions and stuff like that. And they're amazing. Like, their development team wants to work with me. So stuff that I want being made, like the ability to move the content from my website to their website. They have a marketplace. The customer support is huge. You know, they will deal with you directly. Any issues you have, disputes, refunds is super easy for me. All sorts of stuff like that. Damn, go. GJ just ripped it here, huh? Two big stops here. Did anyone take the trade? No, no one took the trade. Everyone took gold. Some people secured, some people still holding. Not sure. What, Cloud, are you still holding, or you secured some? Or the rest of the guys who took it? Holding? Relying on the 5-minute structure to hold here? Can show YouTube this if you like. Okay, I'll read out the review. Here's a review from Luke. Appreciate you, Luke. After being an exclusive member, I had my first profitable month after 1 month. Amazing, man. Before I joined, I wasn't profitable before month to month for 8 months. If you put the time into Harry's content, it can repay you fast. It's not a joke. I appreciate that, man. And here he's showing proof of his profitability as well. Nice, man. Look at this. Amazing. Congrats, Luke. W's in chat for Luke. Yes, sir. No, definitely, you know, something I'm proud of. You know, I love to see this. This is what I enjoy. This is what keeps me going. This is part of being, you know, having a community. If others are around me are doing well, then that's definitely how you're gonna do well. No holding gold. One of your goals to speak up more. We'll be waiting happily. Luke, yes, you got Luke in the chat. Nice little push here on gold. Always appreciated. Yes, it's always good to see everyone's experiences. Harry's group cured your broken leg? Well, if it did, then amazing. If people ask me who to learn from, Tradesharpe always first choice. Respect that. Respect you guys showing up as always. It's a pleasure to have you. Always a pleasure to have you. Try not to get more entries? No. I have a pending on the break of this low. Which low? On gold? Tutor account or normal account? Yeah, that could be okay. Had a smart pending tonight. Yes, this is what we're talking in the webinar. Yeah, that's a good one. Wonder if you should hold? Yeah, if this pushes down and retests this support, you can look to secure some. It would make sense. It's just, you know, there's no harm in securing here. You're up a certain amount. It's up to you. If it keeps respecting structure, this thing will keep going down. As soon as this structure is broken, it's gonna continue up. The only problem is you won't be in much profits when that happens. Right? It's just slowing down a bit. Just watch how it reacts on this support right here. Almost triggered. You shouldn't be. You should be on the low. Guys in chat, who took gold? Did you guys close out or are you still holding? Holding, got a later entry. Yeah, I got that later entry as well. Probably looking to close out at this 5-minute support here. If we can't push through, nice. Look at this. No, just a 5-minute, man. Just a 5-minute. You guys holding? If this closes back in the 1-minute range, it would be good to close. I took a little five opportunity. I took a little 5 opportunity as we broke back into that after I was messing around with GJ here, experimenting that type of analysis here. As we came back to this zone, I took a little opportunity. I will explain that entry. I'm experimenting with these entries. Actually, me and Claudio talked about buying on pullbacks. So I did take a little bit something here. Hold. Yeah, now it's pretty easy, guys. Run your stop loss and profit. Run your stop loss and profit. Anything closing back above this line, we can do that. We can just manage. Anything closing above here, no need to be greedy on Monday, we can manage. I'm just looking for a little bit more because I'm greedy. I'll show the entry now. Okay, I'm not going to be greedy on Monday, and I took that out there. Yeah, I closed that position I was looking at. I'll show you the entry, guys. Give me a sec. Yeah, so I closed there. So consider closing following what I said. If you want to hold, then hold, but no harm in that. Don't understand? Yes, it's a little bit complicated how to explain. I took it on the retest. I'll show you guys now. Let me just show you. Where's this shit? Look, that's how I took it. As price came back into the zone, I used lower time frame to get in. Pretty complicated entry. I'll explain this. This is something I'm experimenting on. Yeah, it's a sort of wick entry, yes. Very easy to manage this position, anything closing above. It's based off that 1 hour. If we were going to, so how it works is like this. This is something I've been experimenting with. I didn't go too heavy on risk, just a 2 lot. I'll show you guys. Yeah, exactly. Retest the previous. The key was 15-minute close below this resistance that I was looking at, and the 1 minute did a setup for fake out, which was super nice. Right, to see that. Come retest into that zone. My stop back in the range, so I took it somewhere like this. Stop back inside the range here, and this is something max stop up here like this. Closed out at around 15 pips, something like that. But yeah, clean. Let's go, guys. Whoever closed out on gold, congrats. W's in the chat. Let's get it. Bit of gold scalping this morning. Proved better than GJ. You're out? Nice. Win for you too? Nice, Claudio. Well done. Let's see. YouTube chat. You guys still holding or you out? Come on. W's in chat. Secure those lobsters. Long time since lobster. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, YouTube chat. Secure your lobsters. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Got sniper close? Yeah, I think I did, yeah. Nice one. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna call it a stream here. Looking back in terms of my own personal improvement, I think I could have given the 1 hour an opportunity, but I felt super comfortable after seeing structure below this zone, because I don't like breakouts, and I consider this more of a breakout, 1 hour breaking out. So once I saw this pull back and respect this zone, this is something I've seen happen a lot on gold. Then I said, okay, look, this is where I can try give myself an opportunity, something I'm experimenting with. It's nothing crazy. Nothing big here that I'm doing, but it's just something I'm experimenting with, and there's no harm in doing that. Especially quarter four, you need to be a little bit spectacular here with what we're doing here. GJ also continued down here once it broke the lows, which is interesting to see. But I think gold was cleaner, so I'm happy with the gold. I think the 1 hour was a lot easier to trade gold, and yeah, so perfect. Amazing, guys. Thank you for showing up to today's stream. Did we make money this stream? Yes, we did. I'm out both gold and GJ, total 1,000 profit for today. I'll take it. Awesome session. Amazing, guys. And yeah, take care, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.